premiere of Glee aired tonight, featuring the music of the Beatles, and so many of you were waiting for it. It was another chance for fans really to say their goodbyes to star Corey Monteith. New at 10, Dr. Joe explains why his sudden death is part of a much bigger problem.
At times, Ben Hudson seemed to have it all. Popular and talented, yet we'd watch him struggle with career, relationships, and just wanting to fit in. In real life, Corey Monteith also struggled, fighting a serious medical condition called addiction. Monteith joins a list of celebrities lost, including rock and roll legend Elvis Presley. In 1977, University of South Florida professor Dr. Raymond Harbison was part of Elvis's autopsy team.
He had more than a dozen drugs in his blood.
Over 3.5 decades, Harbison's learned, famous or not, addiction doesn't discriminate.
In the United States, we are 5% of the world's population, and we consume 60% of the illicit drugs.
Well, I first started out snorting heroin.
Back in the 80s, David Burks was a promising young artist. He left Florida when he was fast-tracked into an elite New York City art school. At the time, he felt overwhelmed and insecure.
It worked so well for me. I felt so comfortable and I felt at ease in my own skin for probably the very first time in my life. It was easy to wake up in the morning and go down to the corner store and get a bag of heroin like you would a cup of coffee.
At 10 bags a day, he began stealing to buy drugs, lying to friends, family, and mostly to himself.
That's one of the cunning and baffling parts of addiction, is that your own mind will lie to you and you'll believe it.
David was in and out of jail. After his final arrest, to avoid 5 years in the state pen, he went to rehab.
So I had no intentions of quitting. I was resigned to the fact that I was probably going to die a drug addict.
But in rehab, something clicked. So much so, he went back to school, got his graduate degree, and now counsels addicts with their struggle to stay clean.
If I can do this, I really believe that anybody can do it. There is hope.
Hope for others to avoid a fate much like Corey Monteith.
He suffered the ultimate consequence, and it's not just him that suffers because of it. Addiction affects every person that you come in contact with.
A final curtain way too soon for the young actor who touched so many lives. I'm Dr. Joe Giovinco, Fox 13 News.
And expect to hear more about Monteith's death in the next couple of weeks. That's when the coroner is expected to release a full report of exactly what happened. John.
All right, Kelly.